from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Her name is Mardia Stepnie. Bring her to the stage, please.
Put it in my pocket. Yeah, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. No. I'd like to share a story with you today. Thinking about Jackie. I remember Jackie when she was a librarian, children's librarian. I think Jackie was about as small as I was then. But I also remember her latter days at the hospital when she told me a story about a spider, but she liked all kinds of stories, especially Jack Tales, Rubber Rabbit, and ghost stories. But for the children here today, I'd like to tell you a story about a little boy named Jack. He grew up to be a big boy named Jack. And he lived with his mother, but he wasn't Jack in the Beanstalk. Now, Jack was a big boy, and it was about time for him to go out and get a job and be on his own. Can you imagine working for a penny? A long, long time ago, people did work, and sometimes they had to work all day long for a penny. So one day, Jack's mother said to him, said, Jack, you're a grown man now. It's time for you to go out and get a job. He said, all right, Mama, I'll do what you say. Say tomorrow. So the next day, Jack got up and he went and he got a job working for a farmer. He worked all day long, and at the end of the day, the farmer paid him with a bright, shiny penny. Oh, he was so excited about that penny. He was on his way home. He couldn't hardly wait. He started to run. And he ran and he ran and he ran. And by the time he got home, he said, Mama, I went to work today for a farmer and he paid me a penny. She said, well, that's fine, Jack. Give me the penny. We'll put it in a jar and we'll save it. But the penny was gone. She said, oh, Jack, I'm so sorry. You should have put it in your pocket. He said, well, I'm sorry, Mama. I'll do what you say the next time. So the next day he went to work. And he went to work for a dairyman. And the dairyman gave him a job, and he worked milking the cows, and he fed the cows. And at the end of the day, what he decided to do was pay him with a pound of nice cream smoothie butter. Oh, he was so excited. He said, my mama be proud now. We can have some butter to go with our hot biscuits in the morning. And he started home. Oh, he said, Mama's going to be so proud of me. And he remembered, put it in your pocket, Jack. Well, Jack, put it in his pocket. And by the time he got home, the butter and milk, he said, Jack, I'm sorry. You should have wrapped it up maybe in a cool, wet leaf and brought it home. That would have kept it. He said, I'm sorry, Mama. I'll do what you say the next time. So the next day he went back and he worked for that. Oh, he was so excited. He didn't know what to do. And he milked the cows and everything. And he had a good time. He paid him a quart of milk. Now back during that time, they put milk in the bottle. Oh, he was so excited. He said, oh, my mama's going to be so excited. We're going to have some good milk, and we can have that with our bread and our butter. And oh, she's going to be so excited. And as he walked along, he said, carry it on your head, Jack. So he put it on top of his head. And he started running, and as he was running, the milk was sloshing all over him. When he got home, his mama said, Jack, what the hell, milk all over here? Well, Mama, you said, carry it on my head. She said, oh, Jack, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have done that. She said, well, maybe next time you can just put it in your pocket or and bring it home. He said, okay, Mama, I'll do what you say the next time. So the next day he went looking for a job, and he got a job, and he was working for a baker. Oh, he helped to knead the dough and make the bread, and at the end of the day, he didn't know what to do because he was given a fine black cat. He didn't know what to do with that cat. So he got the cat, and he remembered his mama saying, well, you could carry it on your head, but he knew that the cat wasn't going to steal his head, or you could put it in your pocket, and he knew the cat wasn't going to fit in his pocket, so he didn't know what to do. He remembered saying, well, you could wrap it with some cool wet leaves. Well, he thought it was a hot day, and he would just wrap that cat up in a cool wet leaf and take it on off to his mama. And when he tried to wrap that cat up, that cat and scratched him and ran away. And when he got home, she said, well, you get paid today? He said, well, Mama, I work for the baker, and the bakers gave me a nice cat, and that cat would have kept you company. And I tried to put him in my pocket, he wouldn't put it in my pocket. And I remember you said, wrap it up in some cool leaves, and maybe it would keep him cool, and cat scratched me and ran away. She said, well, Jack, the next time, why don't you just get a rope and just tie it around the cat's neck and lead the cat home? He said, all right, Mama, I'm sorry. I'll do what you said the next time. So the next time, he went to work for a butcher. Oh, he helped slice the meat, and he helped hang the hams. Oh, he did all the work that a butcher would do. And at the end of the day, would you believe that he gave him a great big ham? Oh boy, we're gonna have meat now. We haven't had meat in a long time, said Jack. My mama's gonna be so proud of me. And so he had the ham, and he was just walking along, and he remembered tie a rope or a string around it and lead it home, Jack. So Jack tied a string around the ham, and he was walking along proudly with his ham. He had, and he turned around and looked, and there were a pack of dogs, and they had eaten ham. All he